Howdy. This video is trying to explain the deeper point of CTE. Why would anybody do CTE? Is something that any student is asking themselves and probably should ask. Okay, so what's the point of CTE? It's a certificate program based on competency-based learning. So not only do I know about something, such as welding, but I can actually do it. Again, in our example, welding. Or whatever other of the thousands of skills, whether we're talking about bloodletting, taking phlebotomy, whether we're talking about hair and nails, that's cosmetology, or again, the thousands of other skills. CTE is designed to certify that and give somebody a certificate, similar to tech school in the military. It is a form of work-based learning. Again, you're not only trying to learn in the classroom, you're trying to apply it to the workplace, you're trying to be ready for the workplace and successful in the workplace. And that way it's very practical, it's very applied, and many people really feel engaged with it because everything they do helps them directly, sometimes even that day. Clinical hours, externships, internships, apprenticeships, simulations, it's all there. That's why many people really feel akin to it, especially if whether you're doing high-tech VR to learn, for instance, how to be a miner or a commercial truck driver, or whether you're actually on the job learning how to do it. Many times it's paid. So like, being an apprentice electrical man, being a plumber, a variety of places are actually paid. So you're paid while you're in school. That's always something that many students appreciate. Okay, job market alignment. It's designed to be about criteria hiring right now. Studying classics might be good for studying, for understanding the deeper ethical points of law. Likewise, going to law school is one thing, but being able to be trained in something that's useful right now is very valuable. Okay, stackability. What that means is it's the first step in a progression. 50 years ago, many of these pathways, such as typing, such as woodworking, did not necessarily have a pathway to a greater educational pathway or career pathway. Whereas many of these areas, such as, this is an example, phlebotomy, can eventually lead to a licensed nurse that makes over $100,000 a year. Again, I'm doing process tech. If I really feel akin to this, there are ways to eventually become an engineer. It really becomes on you and how much you're willing to go. How long are you willing to continue those long, hard work hours? That's the beauty of it. They tried to make these things a ladder, not a stopgap point. Okay, so I'll reiterate some of the basics. 16 clusters. I encourage any student to look up these. In the US, it's arranged in 16 clusters. We know the first is agriculture. There's mine would be education. There's another human services that I've also taken courses in. Manufacturing currently. Huge clusters of what's the big idea. Law enforcement, legal society, that's another cluster dealing with law and society. That's really the big idea, even though it doesn't give a specific certification. Within that cluster, there's a pathway. And within that pathway, there's a certificate program. The end goal is the certificate program. Okay, so as you see, 16 big clusters, 79 pathways within those 16 clusters. But the real thing, though, is which certificate program are you doing? You know why you're doing it. You know you're in the legal field, but you want that paralegal certificate. Okay, or you're in that same legal field, but you're doing the law enforcement to get a policeman certificate. Okay, we see the example, health sciences cluster, therapeutic pathway, and certified nurse assistant certificate. The person would get a certificate in that certified nurse skills, not necessarily anything else. Again, classroom instruction plus hands-on training equals a certificate. You know enough classroom instruction to know basic health concepts. That's true as a nurse. And then you've had the hands-on training to be able to take proper precautions, to be able to do everything on the job. You're ready to work. Good. And the whole idea is more classroom school, more training, more work experience. Those three things together means CTE works. You're developing in a variety of ways that work complement each other. Okay, the statistics report higher than normal satisfaction, very high engagement, high employability, and high pay rate. It works hour per hour. It actually has the best return on investment of many, many programs. Okay, and there's plenty of room to mix, match, do more certificates later. Each new certificate is a skill earned, so some people like to collect multiple certificates, or they find one, let's say, in one cluster, they do a few more. pretty soon they've gotten some subject matter expertise. So you can go deeper, you can go wider, you can go across disciplines. It's really up to you.